least get him 2.
Yeah.
But Miss Christie, we need a house. We need the tunnel for her, remember?
Oh, we need the tunnel?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get a blanket so we can make the tunnel.
Yeah, it has to be a Mickey blanket.
Not any blanket, it's the mini one. It's the mini blanket, right, baby? Right. Let me go get it.
And I just say Mickey blanket.
Okay, well stay out here with Daddy. Let me get it.
Why?
Because I gotta go get something in here. It's dirty. My room's dirty.
Why?
B-A-B-E. B-A-B-E.
Go!
I need you to call.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw complete right side to Combs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility. So they better get a wrangle and a hold.
Exactly right. And what's really difficult to try so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. And he'll go deep.
Watson on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, There's nothing but room to run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Myles Jack with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, fourth and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Hey. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. You. Check, 42's the Mike. Check.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Come on here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Big ass, big ass. Sure. Sponge. No.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. They'll get this underneath to Michelle, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That's it, baby. That's it.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got it. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Here we go. Defense.
From the gun, Murray flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
he's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
After the interception, here's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's get off the field. Mike 52, Mike 52. You're trapped.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
52, 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 52's the mic.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Rush. 52's the mic right here. Over there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Called out a very strong gain of 24. On the ground is Michelle. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
In your face. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I'm not ready. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. It's a party now.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that makes it 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They run it again with Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Watson. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, Murray. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he'll get that to Michelle, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sonny Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Reset. 219. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 56. Mike 56. And give these tracks. And line. 56.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Reset. 219. 56.
From the gun, Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the turnover, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. From his own end zone now, it's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Third and long. It's Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And again, it's Chubb. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now, Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Murray to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Just like that. Mike 52, Mike 52. Ready?
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.